Yeah, we're live.
Okay, we're back, guys. Thanks. Little technical difficulties. Hasn't happened in a while. Surprised, but should have seen the first few episodes.
It's the nature of barn time.
All right, cool. Well, if you're rejoining us or just joining us, we're here with Lee Coulter, and we're gonna play some of his tunes, and super stoked. So let's do that one more time.
Absolutely, happy to.
Play it any day, any time.
Zach was just saying it's a mantra, so.
Exactly.
It's a glorious day on the planet I love. Let me tell you what I'm thinking of. 'Cause I've been wondering why it was, but it's just life doing what it does. We keep trying to mess it up, they keep trying to bring us down. So I'm just gonna smile at everything around. 'Cause I've got earth beneath my feet and the sky above. It's a glorious day on the planet I love. And don't tell me about someday somehow, 'cause all we need is right here, right now. I got some rhythm and I got some rhyme, yeah. I got my music and I got my mind. We were sinking in circles, imprisoned in the past. No, I'm just gonna be, and I'm free at last. 'Cause I've got earth beneath my feet and the sky above. Well, it's a glorious day on the planet I love. Yeah. 'Cause there's children playing somewhere. How's life on Jupiter? I don't care, oh no. 'Cause we've got lovers just laying there. Yeah. Well, I'm no hero, I'm not brave. I'm just tired of being afraid. 'Cause I've been wondering why it was, but it's just life doing what it does. And I've got earth beneath my feet and the sky above. I'm gonna rise above that old push and shove. 'Cause I've got earth beneath my feet and the sky above. It's a glorious day on the planet I love. Whoa, oh, it's a glorious day now. Oh, 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 it's a glorious day, yeah. Oh, oh, it's a glorious day. It's a glorious day on the planet I love. It's a glorious day on the planet I love. It's a glorious day on the planet I love.
Ow! Awesome. I think it was even more fun that
I wasn't
time.
sure I was going to feel as present doing it twice in a row, but I thought, hey, I don't know if it's jamming with my buddies. It's awesome.
Yeah, that one was more fun for me.
Yeah.
I'm warmed up now.
I feel like we lucked out on this planet, you know? Just saying. It's a good one.
Pretty good conditions for breathing.
Some would say optimal. Yeah.
Suits me.
Such a beautiful song, man. Yeah. One more and then we'll get to the little
So
chat.
this is like the opposite end of the spectrum as far as that was like individualized experience, and then this one, it's about the planet. It's about you on this planet as an individual, and this one is like it's about the whole universe and how we're all kind of like dancing through the stars together in what we do. So let's go Through the Stars. Out of nowhere, you were right there, stood right by me. I knew your face. Yeah, you got my back like a jetpack. You boost me up, like outer space. And we're dancing to the stars, how we can be. Won't you dance to the stars with me? Yeah, we're dancing to the stars,
all. We really do wanna dance through the stars with you. We're designed to think to survive. You helped me zoom out when you arrived. We're the same things, all just starlings. My darling earthling, don't you feel alive? Cause we're dancing through the stars, it's how we keen be. Won't you dance through the stars with me? Yeah, we're dancing through the stars, it's all we really do wanna dance through the stars with you. Everywhere we go, we're dancing through the stars. Everyone we know, they're dancing through the stars. Every kiss we steal, everything we feel, we're dancing through the stars. We are. Why am I here? I got an idea. The music I hear when I'm with you. Let's get working. Pull back that curtain so that people hurting can hear it too. And we're dancing through the stars. It's how we keen to be. Won't you dance through the stars with me? Yeah, we're dancing through the stars. It's all we really do wanna dance through the stars with you. Out of nowhere, you were right there, stood right by me. I knew your face. Girl, you're my hero. T-0. We're taking off now, back to our place. And we're dancing through the stars. It's how we keen to be. Won't you dance through the stars with me? Yeah, we're dancing through the stars. It's all we really do wanna dance through the stars with you. Everywhere we go, we're dancing through the stars. Everyone we know, they're dancing through the stars. Every kiss we steal, everything we feel, we're dancing through the stars. We are. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Yes, we are. Yeah, we are.
That's
a live audience.
Yeah, this is the first time we've had just a couple close family members here to check out the show. It's just fun.
It's a beautiful thing.
I love that that tune is from an album you did with Dixie Maxwell.
That's right, yeah.
Right? That song's so great, man. That whole album.
Yeah, I was really going for a Motown. I love the Motown sound, so I wanted that kind of vibe, and I feel really good that I captured some of that joy.
Oh yeah.
What I like about that song is you could do it stripped down like this, or it could be like a 15 big band style.
Totally, yeah,
you know, it has that drive.
Chords.
Yeah,
the 2 chords, you can like do so many like options with it. You know,
so cool. You're such a beautiful songwriter.
Thank you. That's my primary focus for sure.
Yeah.
I used to want to just be a songwriter producer for other artists, and it was like hard to get people without a budget or anything to sing it the way I wanted to sing it. So I just learned how to sing at that point too. So
wow, what got you into songwriting?
I loved a few things that were key for me. Simon and Garfunkel. When I was like a 10-year-old, my dad brought home his record of Simon and Garfunkel, and my brother and I would just listen to the harmonies, and we tried to copy the harmonies. And so I always loved Paul Simon. And the second thing was Back to the Future. Watching Back to the Future as a kid and watching Marty McFly on the stage with his guitar playing Chuck Berry, as a kid, I thought that's what I wanted to do. I guess I never let go of that dream. And I just love the way that music made me feel as a kid. I thought, I want to make people feel like that. So I try to make those good vibes, you know.
You do, man. I think the first time I saw you, I was maybe 12, like pretty young, like 14, 15. And
I'm pretty old.
you know that. Well, I mean, hey, I didn't mean it like that. I just meant like let's start over. No. Well, I mean, I just mean I've I've been a big fan of yours for a while, and it's just really fun getting to play with you now and become friends with you. And
Absolutely.
these songs are just awesome, man.
Yeah. Your songs really put, I mean, the lyrics are like very in the moment driven. I feel like we need that more than ever. You know, people are looking at their phones, they're always relying on other things, and here you are just saying, hey, this is what we got, this is where it's at.
Yeah,
Let's enjoy it while we got it.
I didn't realize why I wrote like that for a long time. I just thought, I just want to feel good music. But like a lot of it was like dealing with my own stuff that I had to deal with, and I didn't know it. I thought I got everything under control. We tell ourselves these narratives. I got everything under control. I'm tough. I'm strong. I've got through everything. Blah blah blah. And so I was writing from this place, like I'm trying to heal these other people. I'm from this, but not realizing that I'm just making this music so I can play it over and over again and make myself feel that way, make myself feel secure in these beautiful lyrics. It's like a lot of songwriters will tell you, it's not like I don't feel like I come up with these songs. The language kind of makes these ideas a possibility. Just the language, it's built into language.
I love that. So do you feel like you create the music, or do you feel like you discover it?
Yeah, it's like an idea that exists.
Yeah.
Like so, any wordplay, anything exists within the language, and it's just fun when you go, oh, I don't think I've heard someone see that before.
Right.
So that's what it feels like for me.
Wow.
Interesting. That's super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all about channeling. You know,
That's it.
if you could tap into it, then
Yeah, when you're in your, whether it's like whatever the natural feeling is, it's a strong natural feeling, you're likely to have something come through. It's an energy that goes through your mind. It doesn't feel like you're thinking of it. It's like it just keeps telling you feel this way. Hey, buddy, but like your mind's telling you, your body, you feel this way. And so it's just a repeat thing. It could be like, it's a glorious day on the planet of love. I wasn't thinking about it, but like look up and I just got this feeling, man, it's a glorious day on the planet of love. And so that's the next thing. I go, oh, that feels really strong in my body right now. That probably means I got to sing something, like express that.
So is it the lyric that always comes first, or is it
usually it's the phrase, a general idea. So,
Right,
and then I can build something stronger. I envy abstract songwriters. Like there's people that make beautiful abstract lyrics, and I see that, and I don't do that. So I look at it and I wish I could do that. So I always try to have a strong theme, and that's what I do. But I sometimes wish I could be more like just change it up and be a bit more abstract. But then I always go for that strong theme. So that's why it's always that phrase idea.
And I'm sure the more you travel, the more you tap into those types of creative writing processes.
Yeah, it's almost like the more I understand my own emotions, the better writer I can become. I think that's
Wow.
It's not necessarily about learning more about the world, which it can be, because the more you learn about the world, maybe the more you'll learn about yourself.
The whole world's inside of you too,
exactly.
right? So it's
as soon as you expand your mind, you're expanding yourself. But it's all about expanding yourself. So if you expand yourself, then the more creativity might come through you.
That's beautiful.
All the blockages get out of the way. The more you find yourself.
We need to clone this guy. World Peace is at the barn right now.
When did you write your first song? Curious.
I was probably like 12 years old.
Dang.
Yeah, I started playing, like my brother and I were singing harmonies when I was about 10, and then he was playing guitar, and I learned bass around 12. So I knew pretty young that like music was going to be my full path.
It's awesome, man. And look at you now, bro. It is.
Yeah, well, it's not the path I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like rock and roll. Every kid dreams they're just going to make it. They're going to be on MTV. That's it. But it's been a crazy. I've been full time kind of gigging musician for 17 years, and it's like I'm in the corner playing to people's backs a lot of the time, and it's like that's not what I got in the game for. But when you find the gratitude for the idea that I just play music, it's not about being on the big stage. It's about creating those vibrations for the human beings that you're here to serve in that way. And so in that way I found that gratitude, and it is living the dream in that way. Like I wanted to like make music that kind of make people feel good, and I'm doing that, and I'm pretty stoked about it.
It's awesome.
You're
man.
definitely doing that. I feel really good.
I feel it, and you just you attract so many cool people. Anytime we're at a gig or I'm watching you or something, like the people who come are just always so unique and so awesome. Like those people at the last gig that were just the travelers who just
exactly.
who had they wanted you to play their wedding, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That was really cool.
Yeah, for me, it's like I was pretty antisocial as a teenager, and so I was craving like connection and community. And when I picked up a guitar, it was like when people go, "Oh, what's that chord?" Like that was like if I was at a party, I wasn't good at conversation. I could play the guitar, and so that's why I did it. And so it is. It's a way I can draw people to me, and so I do it to this day. Where it's like the idea that I can play something and make people feel better about their day is really cool to me. I'm like, I want to do that. And when they come up to me, I'm like, I don't know what other genre, like I love a lot of genres of music, even metal. Like I respect the playing and the energy and where it's coming from, this visceral place. So I understand it, but like the energy that I attract, I'm like, I'm so glad I attract that energy, you know, and I feel really grateful about it, and because this kind of music does do that, and I'm like, I think I did that on purpose. So here's my community, and they're all smiling at me, and this is I like existing like this. Yeah,
it's all about love, man.
totally. Yeah,
That's awesome. Well, should we give the people another one?
Oh yeah. Speaking of, for sure.
Yeah.
There's a love song in there somewhere. So there's a little story behind this one. I recorded this and sent it into Sirius XM radio, and they ended up playing it in rotation for all of 2011. And I wrote it from this place that was I was feeling down about the world, and I thought, man, what can I do? And as an artist, I'm like, I don't know what a song does, but this is how I feel. And it's just like a little moral story where like I did that, I was feeling down, and I sent it into Sirius XM, and they ended up playing it like 3 times a day. And
Wow.
And from the royalties of that song, I could like pay my bills for a whole year. And I was just like, it's like, okay, when you're feeling down, and if you do something that transmute that into something positive, like it's gonna come back in some way. And then for me, that was enough proof. So this is called "I Would Love."
If I were the sea, I would love to see you smile at me. Walk the shore a mile with me. If I were the trees, I would love to shade you with my leaves, or clean the air for you to breathe. If I were you, I would love, I would love, I would love. If I were a song, I would love to be a symphony, all together in harmony. If I were the earth, I would love to give you all that you need, but you keep taking more from me. If I were you, I would love, 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 I would love. Should it be so bad to wanna do something good when this world tries to bring me down? I would love, 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 I would love. If I were a book, I would love to educate the youth, open minds just by telling the truth. If I were a pen, I would love to write to your friend. I'd be so proud of the love we send. Yeah, if I were you, I would love, 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 I would love. Should it be so bad to wanna do something good when this life tries to get me down? I would love, 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 I would love. If I were money, I would love to end poverty. Instead they keep on wasting me. If I were a gun, I would love to never kill anyone, or melt me down and make me something fun. If I were you, I would love, 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 I would love.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's another one I sing a lot when I'm working.
Someone cuts you up on the freeway.
Beautiful song. What was that song called again? Oh, there we go. Should have guessed.
I feel like I want to play more love songs now.
If you knew the you that you don't know, you'd love yourself from head to toe. You'd never be too sad or low. If you knew the you that you don't know, if you saw the you that you don't see, you would feel so differently. Be as happy as can be if you saw the you that you don't see. You'd say, what a human, what a friend, what a model citizen. You know why the people love you so. If you knew the you that you don't know. If you heard the you that you don't hear, all the doubt would disappear. 'Cause you're so charming and sincere. Yeah, the you that you don't hear. What a human, what a friend, what a model citizen. You know why the people love you so. If you knew the you that you don't know. You may not see it for yourself. It's just everybody else. When the earth is old and cold and gray, and we're out beyond the Milky Way, who shall lead humanity? Well, I'd send the you that you don't see. And they'll say, what a human, what a friend, what a model citizen. You know why the people love you so. If you knew the you that you don't know, just how the people love you so. Oh yeah. If you knew the you that you don't know, if you knew the you that you don't know, if you knew the you that you don't know.
Thank you very much. Such a pleasure to be out here. It's a little cold. Poor little lady.
Oh, you know the blanket?
It's such a beautiful song. So what do you mean by that? If you knew the you that you don't know, I feel like there's a lot that could be said there.
Yeah, and I always like to have it be interpreted however anyone would take it. But what I actually meant when I wrote it was for a friend that it's about self-doubt and when you don't see yourself, I mean, we all go through this where we don't see ourselves as maybe the last person that paid us a compliment. Like if you listen to the voice in our head, we said, I did this wrong, and I did this wrong today. Whereas the last person that gave us a compliment was probably just thought, that was awesome what you just did. And so why are we listening to our own voices and not listening to anyone else's voices? So it's like kind of like that you why is that you any less you than the one that you think of yourself?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a common one, like not loving yourself. A lot of people don't have that, and I'm there all the time. And then honestly, I think that songs
and we get so caught up in like hiding that fact. that we protect it and never heal it or never understand that we're all going through that, so we can all be kind to each other and have that patience with each other, because we're so scared to not let it show. And I'm like, let's let it show, because it's there for everybody. Yeah.
Totally.
If we can get rid of that fear, that layer of fear, and just make it through the barriers, it'll be a beautiful thing.
Right? Yeah,
but it takes time.
A great start, getting people together. I mean, I provide the music, but it's people that have the idea we should do something, get together, and that's where I appreciate what's going on here.
That's where the magic happens.
Yeah, exactly. I could be playing in my bedroom all day long, but it takes music lovers and people that know what it's all about.
So you're not only a musician too, though. You're like a videographer. You're kind of a Swiss Army knife of the multimedia.
It's all about, for me, early on I knew I wanted to make people feel something. So I loved music, I loved filmmaking. To me, that's what made me feel the most as a kid. And maybe that was unhealthy. I was in front of the TV watching all these movies, but that's what made me feel something. So I wanted to recreate that. And so making music, editing videos to that, just like that became a really validating purpose for me in life. So
you working on any projects right now?
So I've got my Patreon, and I've just had this big move that happened. So I've been behind on my Patreon, but I've got this thing coming out with it's this gratitude song called "People Like You." We're not playing it tonight, but so I've been working on that for like a year while I was working on a bunch of other stuff. But it's about to come out, and putting a little video together for that. So that's going to be in the next few weeks here, for sure.
Awesome.
So awesome. Another cool thing I've seen you do is create a custom song for people.
Yeah, I'm actually working on one right now.
Really?
Yeah, it's the first time we've really done that. Well, I did one for a Kickstarter a few years ago, where it's just like one of the Kickstarter prizes, I'll write a song for you, and whether you want to write for your partner, it's about you and your kid, whatever you want, And it's really fun, like as a practice, because I don't do that, I write what I feel, and so they're just. I love the craft of songwriting. Every time I listen to hit songs, I'm thinking, why is this a hit? What about that lyric do I love, and why? So I'm always thinking of that formula. So if someone comes to me and says, so right now I'm talking to this guy, this awesome family, awesome couple I've played many house parties for, and so he's bought this song, and so I called him and he's talking about why he loves his wife and how they met, and they've been together for 30 years. And so just getting to know like a couple so intimately, now I got to write a song and think of like what's going to just like be awesome for them. It's a really cool challenge.
It's so cool, man. What a good opportunity for that guy to be able to have like a song written by someone that they love.
Yeah, and the fact that like it's all kind of relative, right? So the fact that he thinks I'm a really good artist, like I know that most people don't know who I am, but like he thinks that about me. So I didn't used to accept that. I used to think, because not everybody knows me, I haven't made it. But now I just go like, this guy, I'm doing exactly what I wanted to do for this guy, really strong.
Right.
And so I'm like, I find that like
that's making it, man.
Yeah, I'm like, that's exactly what I'm here to do.
Do you do different tiers? Like, is one just a solo, and then one's like full band?
Well, it was all kind of hodgepodge. I was like, just talk to me. What about you want, and I'll tell you, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's just like that's writing the song and recording guitar and vocal, and it would be slightly more if I wanted to like make it sound like add a second guitar and put some like drums and bass in there.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a bit more just because of the time of the production, but. Yeah, but you could have a acoustic guitar and vocals, original song.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I love like you've been creative during the pandemic for sure. With all
right. Like firstly it was like super scary. Like all my jobs are just going like it was like 3 days that I just lost everything on the calendar, and so it definitely like just triggered like, wow, how am I going to do this in the next year? Well, I didn't know how long it was going to be. Like none of us knew how long, so it was definitely scary. And then I saw people like starting to. Like just like really show support, and I was like, it felt really cool to know that there's enough people that I've already done the hard yards to get people like into the music, and they're just like, oh, we're not gonna let you fail, man. You're gonna be good. So I was like, okay, cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it almost opened up the audience bandwidth, just international, just because of live streams.
Totally.
I saw your Facebook Live. There was like a series you were doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And you were like, Texas, no way, all right. Like,
yeah, and I was really nervous to do it because I'm a perfectionist. So like, I don't like the idea that I could record something and it's going to be on the internet and then it's there forever, because I know I'm going to hit a bunch of notes I don't like, and I'm like, that's why I spend time in the studio to get it right and put out the product I want to put. So I was really nervous to do it, and then I just let go and thought, like, this is about the human connection, because we're not getting it.
Right.
The fact is, we're not getting it. I'm playing music for human connection. People listen to music for human connection. They're not getting it. I'm not getting it. It's like, screw it. I'll make mistakes. Let's just get on there. And it was a really awesome like learning curve for me. I've never sat there watching my own self play music before. So like I can't stand like listening or watching anything everything I do. But on the live stream, you're forced to watch this show. I'm like, and I'm like, when you see artists, they're like, oh, I'd like it, but maybe if he did this. So now I'm looking at myself going like, I like it, but maybe if I did this, you know? And so I really kind of got to do some learning as an artist. That's really
critiquing.
cool. Yeah, it's cool.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Well, maybe we could do a couple more songs.
Totally. Let's do that one. So this one is
Dixie?
this is another one that was on the Dixie album, and I wrote it and uploaded it once we released it. Just kind of like, as always, as an indie artist, you just kind of throw it up on iTunes and Spotify and see what happens. You know, it's really tough to know how to promote it, and so just chucked it up there. And my sister in Australia loved it, and she was like, "Oh, can I post this as a anniversary kind of song behind this anniversary video with her husband?" And I said totally. And she's got this huge Instagram following because she's like this health and nutrition and kind of motherhood. She's got this podcast and blog kind of thing going. So she got all these followers, and I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, cool, she's using my song. That's great. That's my sister. You know? And then, but all her followers started going, what's that song? And they started downloading it. And so for like one day, it was the #1 song on iTunes in Australia and New Zealand. And so we ended up, like, Dixie and I ended up going over and like playing a few shows over there. So that was really cool. And it felt like the message for me as an artist, like all those bar corners and restaurant corners I played in, where I felt like I wasn't really getting the attention that I felt like I wanted, it was like building up credit. And so it was just like, nothing was happening at the moment, but it's building up credit. And then, like, all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, good. A bunch of people all of a sudden
Cashing it in.
they go, oh, we like that. I'm like, cool, that's great.
Wow, man.
It takes a while to build that HP, you know?
Speak the same language, not just some words, it's everything. Got your tickets to where the sky meets the freeway. I feel every word every time we sing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Time slows down with you. Pick it up now. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And we're headed to forever. It couldn't get any better. We and you and me. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 'Cause we're doing it together. It couldn't get any better. We and you and me. I like who I am with you in vicinity. I like how I look looking through your eyes. We build each other up with a sweet affinity. Watch the ripples grow as it multiplies. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Time slows down. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And we're headed to forever. It couldn't get any better. We aim and me. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 'Cause we're doing it together. It couldn't get any better. We aim and me. We'll keep doing what we do it like we mean it. Not just some words, our hearts and souls. We take what we got and twist it into music. If it's coming to an end, then I don't wanna let go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Time slows down with you, and I don't wanna pick it up now. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And we're headed to forever. It couldn't get any better. We aim and me. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 'Cause we're doing it together. It couldn't get any better. We aim and me. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 'Cause we're doing it together. It couldn't get any better. We aim and me. speak the same language. Not just in words, it's everything.
Thank you.
Gotta check out the recordings out there with here Dixie.
iTunes, all that.
Man, that song is like a mental health powerhouse. You know, it's like so positive.
Yeah.
All your stuff so far.
Try to keep it that way.
Yeah.
That's the one that got you to Australia for the tour, though.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's something about it. You know, people, you never know which ones people are gonna like. And as a group, we're gonna go like that's the one. And there was something about that one that most places I play it stands out to people. So it's just gonna mark it in my mind. I don't know what to do about it because I don't know what's different about that one. This the next one we're gonna play. I haven't recorded yet, so I think it's gonna be one of those ones for me. I like knowing everything I've written about songs. I'm like, I'm excited about this one. And I felt excited about songs that were new before, but yeah, I feel like
this one's different.
Yeah, I don't have to build it up now. It's gonna totally bomb. Can we do it? Oh,
Let's do it.
What's this one called?
It's called Nostalgia. I just wanted something that would capture all the whole thing.
Like a high school dance move, I bet your favorite song. When you were dreaming a dream when you were only 18, I wanna be that one. I wanna be that one. Love, I love to live in your nostalgia. Love, I love everything about you. Love, I love not much without you. Love, I love to live in your nostalgia. Since you came along, I've been living the high life, kissing down in the street lights, listening to song. I'm gonna be that one. Hold the sound of your laughter, even hanging out after. How'd you get so fun? I wanna be that one. Love, I love to live in your nostalgia. Love, I love everything about you. Love, I love not much without you. Love, I love to live in your nostalgia. And I hold you oh so tight, and I lay my cards down right, and I light that spark in a dark and faded night. When you're stuck in traffic, waiting on a plane, I'll be walking my talk while you're taking a walk down memory lane. You still look the same. Oh, you look the same. Just like a high school dance move. You're like my favorite song. When you were dreaming a dream when you were only a teen, I wanna be that one. I gotta be that one. Yeah. 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 Yeah, 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 yeah. Love, I love to live in your nostalgia. Love, I love everything about you. Love, I love not much without you. Love, I love to live in your nostalgia. Live in your nostalgia. To live in your nostalgia. Live in your nostalgia.
Nostalgia. Wow.
Who'd you write that one for?
Going with yellow.
Ariel. She's a lucky lady. She's such an awesome person.
I'm the lucky one. Let's be real.
I love that. I love nostalgia as a tool just to make an airplane experience or traffic just like that much better.
Yeah, you know, that's like, I wanted to encompass that feel. As soon as I had the idea for nostalgia, I thought that's really what music is. You know, it evokes something that is beyond the present moment. You know, and so, which is what you'd say. You could think of nostalgia as it's time traveling in a way. And so I thought this goes perfectly. Of course, I need to write a song about nostalgia because in a way that's what music is. All music is trying to do is return you to that center of that. Whatever you felt as a child, that deep vibration that just says, I'm here, I'm present, and it's like totally went together. It felt like one of those ones where language made it easy.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's crazy when you have a song that like you heard at a certain time and that song always triggers that memory.
Yeah.
Like that time in your life or that specific moment.
Yeah. So that's how I listen to music. That's how I feel. Like that crazy song that you haven't heard in like 20 years, and all of a sudden you feel like you did when you heard it 20 years ago. Like, what is that? And so to write a song that includes that feeling, it just kind of felt. As soon as I started doing it, I was like, of course I need to do this. I can't believe it took me this long to do it. You know, obvious.
Let's get nostalgic about that Australian tour that you had.
Yeah.
It was or just tell us a little bit about that experience.
Yeah, it was like one of those the music industry, and like it just makes you feel like, you know, there's two faces to what you got to do in this business. You got to keep up the momentum. So a lot of what drives listeners is momentum. If this artist feels like they have momentum, I want to be part of something. And so you've always got to keep up this idea that you've got some momentum going. But at the same time, there's so many gigs that are slug and they're hard. So the tour was like, it was cool because it was the first time I've actually played gigs in Australia. I was born there, until adulthood I left there, and I still had never gigged there. I was like writing and producing for other people over there, and so I'd never gigged. And so to be, I had a 17-year career over here, to go back over there and just like do my first gig, it felt really cool. But at the same time, like, we played these cool venues, but the marketing thing kind of didn't work out great. So it was like, we were like, not the capacity we wanted to be at. And, we could get 40, 50 people. I think the most we had was like 300 at the Brisbane one, something like that. But that was my hometown. But in Sydney and stuff, it was like 40, 50 people. We thought up to some iTunes stuff would be better. But it was like, that's the way it goes in the music business a lot of times. So, you try to keep that momentum going, and you post, and it sounded great. And, it didn't cost us anything. So we had a trip to Australia, and all that was cool. But it was like, it's just, it's not as cool as it sounds, but on that level, it's not what it sounds like. But I mean, as a life experience, I was like, yeah, this is cool. It was cool to play to my high school friends that, we totally, our pathways just went like this. I moved to the States when I was 23 years old, and now I'm 40. So that's 17 years here, and they're still in my hometown. It's just like, it was just cool to play for them and just relate to them in the ways I relate to them, and then see how they've grown different and I've grown different, and just like take a snapshot of life like that.
Yeah, that's priceless to get to be able to go play in your home.
Yeah, I hadn't seen so many of them forever, so in that way it was really, really nice.
That's awesome.
Homecoming in a way. Yeah.
Well, hopefully we got a show coming up, showcase show, right?
May 21st at the Hilltop Centre in Pulbrook. And it's an outdoor courtyard with a stage, and it's going to be, Kai's going to be there rocking the bass, AC on the percussion.
Are we missing her tonight? She's got a migraine, so unfortunately couldn't make it.
But May 21st is going to be awesome, just like first kind of seated show since 15 months ago. So it really would mean a lot to me, like just to see the people like that know the music. I've been playing outdoor restaurants, so like people social distance and that, but this is going to be outdoor showcase where people come to see the show specifically, and that I've been missing that so bad, so that's gonna be real fun.
It's awesome, man. And you've been doing some musical directing there, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And on Sunday, like they got the best kind of disposition, and they reached out to me because they like the message in the music, and they said,
wow,
we resonate with whatever you're doing. Can you like be our music director on Sundays. And absolutely, it would be awesome. Like, thanks for appreciating what I do.
That's so cool. So do you actually go out to Fallbrook, or is it?
Every Sunday I'm out there in the mornings. Yeah,
That's awesome,
Play a
man.
few tracks and people talk about how we're one with everything. So yeah,
So cool, man. Hilltop Spiritual Center,
That's it.
23rd. Make sure you get your tickets for that.
21st?
Sorry, Friday the 21st.
You're thinking of Maracua, 23rd Barn Time.
Yeah, I am. Also, tune into Maracua. We're having a 16-piece band here,
wow.
bringing it to the front yard. It's going to be pretty awesome. So that's going to be a new Barn Time experience.
So,
But yeah, make sure you come out to the show and support Lee's music any way you can, and look out for the People Like You.
yeah, it's coming out. Yeah.
People Like You is the next video out.
Totally. Yeah, and I want to say thanks to everyone for making this happen tonight. Like this awesome production.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah,
No,
we got Andrew Ware over there on the soundboard, making it sound all buttery.
Right.
Ryan Borrel, director of photography, video switcher, male model. We had a
Mustache model.
Mannequin doing
Stop
photography
sounding.
earlier. And Jeff or Josh? Jeff. I just met Jeff, so
We got
last
Jeffy
name
helping.
Jeff? Jeff Thomas in the house doing
Vertex
stills.
Photography. Check out him and Ryan have a company together. So yeah, we're thankful for everyone being here, and Papa Leo, of course, for hosting us always, and Prager Brothers for bringing some sandwiches. And
Yeah, Clinton Prager, he's coming on in 2 weeks, right?
yeah, we got him coming on the show. Really excited about
Apparently
that.
he just made it back, just barely made it back from a motorcycle trip, right?
Yeah, I'm excited
So
to hear
stay
about
tuned
that.
for that one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy story.
And we have a website, right?
Yeah, LeeCoulter.com.
Excellent.
Yeah, you can get to everything, Spotify from there. All that.
Awesome, cool. Thanks again, Lee.
Hey,
that was
thank
so
you guys.
fun,
This
man.
is a treat. Like after all that isolation, just to do a backyard jam like this is awesome.
You're
We'll have to
truly
do it
a,
again.
a treasure in San Diego, yeah. So keep doing what you're doing.
That's it.
Hidden gem that we need to bring to the light to more people, man. A lot of people do know about you that I talk to, but like you said, it's like, when is that point where like
Yeah.
more people start getting it's gonna come when it's right, because when people need that message, you know,
For sure.
and that
Yeah,
love.
that's what I noticed at the pandemic. Like I've been running all this from a space like that for a while, and then the pandemic, it's like a lot of people jumped on that ship with me, and I'm like, oh, cool. I feel less alone in that, you know.
It's awesome,
Yeah,
man.
in the way it was bad, but in the way I felt, oh, okay, at least I feel a bit more together now.
That's awesome, man. Well, everyone keep staying safe out there and coming together slowly, and
That's it.
we're stoked to be able to do this. And thanks again, Lee. Until
Thank you, guys.
next week. This has been Barn Time.
Fun time. Thanks, guys. Thanks, audience.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for being in the audience. I miss you.
That was awesome. Everyone's applauding each other. Yeah.
Yeah.